Welcome to another episode of the Immigration Diaries. On today's episode, I'll be showing you how to spend this rather difficult time that we're going through right now, doing some do-it-yourself projects, using what you have around the house. So in this episode, I wanted to do inspirational messages to put around my room. And I had bought some of these Ross craft board from the dollar store. Now, if where you're located there isn't a dollar store, there's usually another craft store that sells the same type of boarding. Used to do anything from your regular craft projects to something unusual. Whatever you need, it's perfect for it, even a vision board. So what I've done, I initially bought these to do kind of protect the wall in sections of my room, but I've decided to use it to inspirational messages from the scriptures. So you can use other inspirational messages that you prefer. Now, I had printed a lot of resume sheets, and I noticed that when you're cutting this type of board, unless you have a straight razor or another type of instrument, that it becomes ragged. So the type of scissors that I have, it doesn't really cut through to this board very well. So I've decided that I'm going to use another technique, and that is to just place this, and it's going to look afterwards like a border, a white border going around the rectangular piece of sheet that I've cut out. So let's begin. Quickly go about doing this. Got it. Now I have a glue stick here, so I've applied it to the sheet of paper. And place it on the board. Let's turn it around to show you momentarily. Now you've got to ensure smoothness and consistency, and a clean pair of hands. Alright, so this is what it's starting to look like so far. So what was raggedy is not so raggedy now. So where's my scissors? Just an off-putting thing about one of the sides of it. I'm going to do the same thing again because I don't have blank sheets of paper. So that's another creative use of paper. And to avoid the printed part showing, I'm just using the border edge of the resume sheet that doesn't have writing on it, so that it doesn't show through the white paper. Right. Now you do that until you come to the finished product, and then there's a part to the second part of it is really to just have a steady hand, and if you don't have a pencil and not very much of a steady hand, then it's best to, well, if you don't have a steady hand, It's best to have a pencil on hand, and that way you can ensure that what you're writing on it in terms of a verse or a phrase, that it will look straight. What's the word I'm looking for? It would appear seamless and symmetrical. So just trying to do the second part here. Oops. Again, you have to make sure that your hand is clean, and I think I'm running through a bit of difficulty with this one. Let's see. Alright, not bad. I wanted it a bit better, but not bad. Oops. Alright, so this is so far. So here, which is uneven, I'm trying to get it to mirror the... Alright, so just to pick up from where we left off, I wanted to explain to you that there's two ways of doing it: by freehand or by doing it with a pencil and a ruler to basically design the layout for how you're going to write the words on the sheet, so that it comes across where everything is symmetrical and smooth, and all of the words are showing the same size in of lettering, so it shows a greater visual projection to you when you're looking at it, and you can emphasize on words that are key. Now, I realized, and this is something I explained from the beginning of doing these videos, that I wanted you to learn from my mistakes. So although this is not the first time I've been doing this kind of creative, do-it-yourself kind of activity, I'm still making a mistake. So if you look closely, you'll see, for one, my first line, the letters are bigger than my lower two lines. It's key to ensure that it's the same size throughout. Error 1. Error 2, it got a little squished in the very close to the edging as well. So I would have liked to have it look a little better than this. And in what I mean by that is I would have preferred it to look like this, where the words are a bit more symmetrical in size and it's easy to read. You'll find that you have a greater challenge of spacing out your wording on boarding sheets like this when it's a lot of words, and it comes with practice, constant practice, to get it perfect. So I'm just going to show you an end product of what it looks like when it's displayed and propped up. So you'll see an image of that. It won't be in video form, it will be pictures towards the end of this episode, so that you can pause and look at it and say, that looks nice. Anyway, this is just something that I wanted to share with you, because I know that we're all going through a difficult time, going through the pandemic, and it's really it's bad on us mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I pray that all of us will persevere through it all, that the Lord will protect all of us, all of you viewers, every one of us. Help us to persevere, help us to turn the tide in this terrible disease that is wreaking havoc on the entire world at this time, and putting a lot of families through a lot of grief. So I just hope and pray that you know, you take moments to do stuff like this. Look around your house, use anything. I mean, recycle it. Keep yourself, find any way you can keep yourself busy. Even if it's silly, it doesn't matter. And share it, because it will help to inspire others to do the same. Again, you'll see the images of it displayed at the end, and I thank you for tuning in, and may God be with you always. Take care. This is the other one, where you see, I am surely am with you always, to the very end of the age. Matthew 28 verse 20. So I hope this will inspire you, and thank you again for tuning in. So this is, I actually said a picture, but I changed my mind. So this is the image of it displayed at the top of the edging to the doorway, one of my doorways.